Hey, you two. Um, you know the most craziest thing, and it's like a bad feeling, is when you feel like your parents got a divorce, but under any circumstance, the fact that one of your parents ended up passing away, it seems like at my age or any age is when you feel like you want to become a kid again, regardless of any circumstances out there. I'll give you a prime example of everything. So, I know most people probably, their parents have probably got a divorce, or one parent probably passed away, or some type of drama, like some type of situation. And it's like you really miss that parent because it seemed like you so used to having both parents around. It's like if one parent don't want to listen to you, you can always run to the other parent. That's how I feel. It's like I'm so used to my mom being around to where that I'm still a kid regardless on who was around or not. My dad was the breadwinner. I mean, my mom did work too, but when she had kids, stuff changed. I think when we got older enough is when my mom started going back to work and whatnot. But my mom was the mother and the father for all of her kids, like all three of us. Actually, yeah. Then she stepped up for my brother that's 6 months apart from me. So she stepped up for all four of us. So she was the mother and the father for the both of us. She was working somewhat, but she was also making sure that we was always in church. Our hair was always on fleek, always dressed like a little kid or whatever. I think is I was always the one in between both of my parents because after my siblings all moved out and I was the only one that got left behind. Under circumstance that I have dyslexia, but when I'm pissed off, the whole dyslexia is not even there no more. I'll cuss you out, petty, whatever. But the fact that my mom and I were so close, every time I got sick, my mom did the smallest stuff for me. Even when I wasn't feeling good, the house that we was living in, there was a liquor store and Rite Aid that's not even like walking distance. The fact that she was older, like in her 60s or whatever, she still took that time with or without a car to walk down to the liquor store, the 99-cent store or Rite Aid just to get me some orange juice and whatever. Because I was being like a kid, because I'm so used to her being around. Now it's stuff changed to where that when I need to rely on one of my parents is my dad. And I had a heart problems. Like I think it's like the second time that I had heart problems. The first time I think it kind of like passed whatever. The second time I went to the hospital and whatnot, and I was I never be vulnerable to my dad at all. I never be vulnerable to my dad. There's one particular time I was vulnerable and want to go back to being a kid. It's nothing wrong doing the Bible at somebody, but when your when your child is going back to being a little kid and you not realizing that, it's kind of like the most disrespectful, hurtful situation ever. Because it's like I said, I'm so used to having my mom too to balance my mom and my dad out. Now it's like I don't know who to rely on because, like I said, my dad is always throwing the Bible at me. There's nothing wrong with that, but if I'm coming to you being vulnerable as a child, I don't care if I'm 39, 29. or freaking 19. It's the fact that I need to come to you as a child. You have 4 kids. The fact that your oldest don't have nothing to do with you. She lives an hour away. Then you have your third oldest that moved from California to freaking Texas. Your youngest is in college right now. He only could call when he can. And the fact that I'm looking out for you, regardless if I'm living with you or not, or if I'm even living across the way or not, I'm the only child that's keeping an eye on you. It seems like I'm stepping more up as a kid in the parent role, and instead of you being there, he's older. He's in his 70s, and the fact of the matter is, he lost his mom before I did. So he lost his mom. I lost mine. He lost his niece. I lost my cousins, and this was all close together. So between 2018, 2019, and so forth, we've been losing mothers and cousins and nieces back to back ever since. And it's like mentally, I'm not stable. Mentally, physically, I'm depressed. I'm going through a lot. I don't get enough sleep. Melatonin, I tried it maybe once or twice. That don't count. Cough medicine, I have freaking NyQuil. Sometimes that works, sometimes that don't. It's a lot to take in when it's a lot to take in when you the only one, the only child that's really there for your parents. And then if something happens to my dad, I don't know how can I be more prepared than ever, because it's like my 3 siblings. I think like 2 of them would not step up as much. They probably will, but when I need somebody to actually be there as my support system, it seems like nobody's not there. It's like I have 4 aunties, and only one of them will realize I'm still around. My mom's 3 sisters, they don't care. It seems like after my mom passed is when my mom's side of the family don't give a crap about me, because I hang around with 2 of my cousins. It's like I don't have a car. That's like the biggest thing of it all. I don't have a car to hang out with my mom's side of the family. When I need somebody, I don't know who to go to. Like, for real. It's like I just want to be that little kid again, and I don't know who will embrace that. I mean, I do have a whole nother family outside of both sides of my family, but then at the end of the day, I would love to have a relationship with at least 2 of my aunties or 3 of my aunties. I would love to have a good relationship with 3 of my aunties, but only, like I said, only one of them is stepping up though, and it's not fair. And the one auntie I have, she lost her daughter, so I can't freaking run to her. I know she doesn't care. But I also have 3 other aunties. My mom has 3 sisters. And it seems like the only person out of my siblings that's contacting with one of my aunties is my sister. But I get put in that situation that nobody cares about me. So it's like, I don't know. Mentally, I don't know what to do. Like, by the grace of God, I'm still here. By the grace of God, I'm still here. Because there's so many times I was thinking my suicidal thoughts. I was thinking my suicide thoughts ever since my mom passed. And then it's like, it's an awful knowing situation. It's like, for real, it's an awful knowing situation where one moment I'm okay, next moment I'm not. It seems like the only thing for me to do is to cover up my pain and not to talk about it. And this is the only platform I know that I can't get judged from. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but it seems like it's fun of it's fun of a it's me recording myself and posting it, and it's like I'm trying my best on here to put what I'm going through and me being vulnerable on here, but I don't know, like it's hard for me to be vulnerable with people when you can't trust nobody. Like just be, I'm about to be truly honest. I'm about to be like more vocal with my situation. It seems like I want the attention that I don't get from my family that I get from other people. So like I said, I want to become a kid again when I have that motherly role there to support me regardless of what I'm going through. And it seems like I can't get that. So there's stuff that I do that I shouldn't be doing, and I do it like all the time, and I don't care, and I should. The stuff that I do on Snapchat is the stuff that I wouldn't do, like at all, in real life. It's like a fantasy stuff that I would do, but I know in real life I wouldn't do it. I don't have a man. I don't have no kids. Hell. Let's be really honest. I'm staying with my dad because my dad needs the help. Let's be really blunt about the situation. Not too many people would step up and say that they're staying with their parents because their parents are older. A lot of people have been out on their own since they were 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 25, 30, all the way up to my age and older. Like I said, my dad is about to be 72, and the fact that he's going through a lot, that I'm going through a lot, I'm trying to keep it together, but I can't. I can't keep my emotions together no more. Like I don't know, I'm tired of talking to people and repeating myself to people because then when I'm trying to be vulnerable to people, people don't listen. And then they end up switching what I'm trying to express myself to them. They end up switching it and say, "Oh yeah, I end up going to like McDonald's. Oh yeah, I end up going to freaking Starbucks or some shit like that." I'm sitting here trying to express my feelings to you, but then you're not listening. And it seems like the only thing I can freaking think of or even say is to meditate and talk to my mom. But it's not the same it's not the same because I can't touch her. I can hear her, I just can't touch her. I can see her, but I can't touch her. And then the fact that I have my dad and he lost his dad, and then there's a lot of stuff going on. And I don't know. I don't know at this point. It's like, I'm done. I want to tap out. I truly want to tap out. I truly do. Because, like I said, I just want to be a kid again. I don't care the fact that I'm almost 40. There's moments I just want to be a kid. I want to have fun. There's stuff I just can't do when I'm too busy running about my dad and the shit that he's going through. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Like I said, I've been doing suicide thoughts for a cool minute. One minute I want to, next minute I don't. I don't understand how people go through this stuff and trying to stay strong, but then you don't have a support system to hold you up. I mean, I have my sister, but she has a whole family. Then I have friends that I met, they have a whole family too. And then I have cousins, and I'm not gonna expect for them to stop doing what they doing, stop their whole job and stuff, for me to handle me. It's it's the benefit of the doubt that I can't stay strong no more. But on the other hand, I need to. I need to. I can't deal with I can't deal with people not wanting to listen to me. Cause then that's how people end up, like I said, doing suicide thoughts. But I don't want to do that to my dad though. Like I don't want to do that to my dad so that he comes home and something happens. Then he definitely has to move out. Then all my stuff is here. I don't want to do that to my dad. Like I truly don't. There's a lot of I have a lot of stuff, and I mentally I'm not prepared to do that to my dad. Like I said, I just want to be a kid. Like I do, I just want to be a kid and be vulnerable. I want to be vulnerable to whoever that listen, but nobody want to listen unless you go and talk to a therapist. And it seems like this is the only thing. This is like the only thing that besides talking to a therapist that I could get stuff off my chest. Instead of writing stuff down in a journal, this is another way for me to express my feelings enough so people will listen. I'm trying my hardest to be vulnerable, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who's listening, who cares. I've been posting stuff back to back. I have like 41. This would be 42 videos, and on these certain videos that have music to it, there's a copyright. There's some that don't. Um, some of my stuff do have song in the background. Some don't. I did a video. The video I was at a concert. Some, like I said, some stuff got copyright. Some don't. It's, I think I'm trying here. I'm trying to be vulnerable, but it seems like nobody give a crap. Like I'm tired. I'm mentally tired. I'm not prepared for nothing that will come my way. I just have to embrace myself. Completely embrace myself. Like completely. I guess I might have to switch up my whole YouTube channel. I guess I might have to do it during the day. I guess I had to do this during the day and show people I could cook, or I mean I could do it now, but I'm gonna have to do it during the day when I get some sleep in, or do something different. I guess that's another way for me to actually connect with my mom and still be a kid, but still have her present. Because doing this at night when I'm sitting up or even laying down, I know it's not even cool. I mean, certain places I did when I was sitting up. I guess is Uh, it's pretty intense. And they're trying to be vulnerable on freaking YouTube. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I've been trying to push myself and see how long I could go. But it's like I'm too busy thinking about the small stuff. Like why my mom is not here. Why my dad is in the freaking hospital. My dad been in the hospital since Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday. One of those. He been in the hospital. And today is Sunday. And he had freaking surgery. And it's like being slightly lonely and don't have people to talk to mentally is crazy. It's like I have like 19 people in my head, like mentally. I have 19 people in my head, and they all different people in my head. To where that's the only company that I have. I talk to them, and they talk to me, and that's crazy. And like the best conversation is to talk to yourself. That is the best conversation ever is to talk to yourself. Sometimes it's crazy. Sometimes it is crazy. But I know some people on and off of TikTok in real life or on social media, they talk to themselves. You got have family, friends around you, but the fact that sometimes to shut yourself off and the people in your head will talk to you the most, that's crazy. But I'm being honest though. It's it's crazy. It's not funny to where that you have to see a therapist, but it's crazy enough that that's the best conversation to have. Cause sometimes I do that. Where that I were to sit there and you can tell my face expressions that I'm sitting there thinking, or I'm like quiet when I'm talking to myself. It's because I'm talking to the people in my head. Or my mom is talking to me prior to like the 19, 20 different people in my head. I can hear my mom talking to me too. And that's like the craziest situation ever. That's when I get my head when my mom talking to me. I end up coming back to a little kid. Like now, it's like I can hear my mom talking to me, and like I'm in my head, I'm like a little kid. And it's like I'm crying my eyes out. It's like I'm crying my eyes out because I'm talking to my mom because I'm like a little kid. It's intense when you going through a lot and then you hoping for the best, but it's not even cool though. Like I don't know. I don't know what else to freaking say or to do. Like, mm, it's crazy. Like, I mean, it's not funny. It just there's a lot of stuff mentally I'm going through, and I don't know what else to freaking to do. It's like I can't be like I said, I can't rely on my family, like my two cousins, because they got their lives too, and then I can't rely on my sister because she got her life. Can't rely on my brother. That's 6 months, 6 months younger than me. I can't rely on him either. He got his own family. My younger brother's in college. I'm about to be really honest and brutal, and I'm trying to get myself to stop saying college. I'm gonna stop saying college, but that's the only way for me to tell people when I need to start being truthful. The fact that my younger brother's in jail and it's intense when y'all all close, y'all you got raised up together, y'all still kids in heart, but during the fact of the matter is I can't even see him, and he's going through a lot because he didn't get a chance to see our mom's funeral or be there for her funeral. And then the fact that our grandfather passed away, he's not there for that. He can't be there for that. Um, he missed out on a lot as the youngest, like as the youngest child out of three, and there's four of us. He's the youngest. Still the baby out of the bunch, but he's missing a lot on family situations. It's like he's really missing out a lot, and I really wish he was here. Like, I just really don't, like I said, I really don't want to do something to affect the whole family because I'm being stubborn and freaking crazy. Like, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. Like, I really don't want nothing to happen. But it is what it is, right? Like, I can't deal with the stress. Like, I can't deal with the stress. Like I said, I don't have nobody to rely on or to support me at all. I mean, my sister got her family. My brother got his. My family, on my mom's side of the family, don't care. My dad's side of the family, they seem like they don't care except for my aunt. And then my other family, that I call my family, they got their own lives. And I only hear from them every now and then when they're thinking about me. And then it's like, I really don't want to go back into a dark spot in my life. Like, I finally found a church that I was cool with. Finally found a church I was cool with. That's my home church, and it was another church that after 5.5, 6 years, where I took communion, and I never really took communion in so long after my mom passed. Like, I never took communion. I finally decided that I wanted to join the church and everything, but it ended up a lot of drama behind the scenes. Like, legit, it was a lot of drama behind the scenes. And that kind of like messed me up to make me go back to a dark spot in my life. Like, for real. It made me go back to a dark spot in my life. And that's not even cool or even funny. Like, I'm really going back into that spot again. So where that I'm gonna have to go back into my archives and watch the 85 South show. Like, to watch DC Young Fly, Chico Bean, and Carlos Miller. They was the only ones that kind of got me on my dark spot in my life. Like, I was so deep in depression, and to actually watch them and still watching them. I mean, I haven't been to one of their shows live, but they was the only ones and still the only ones that I know I could probably watch and still be cracking up until today. I don't have no new shows of them, but it's all the old ones. That was all on YouTube. But it's like, I don't know. Like, they was the only ones that I could laugh at. There's other comedians that I know was funny, but them together got me out of my dark spot. And between what I said before, me being a kid, and then wish my mom was here, and then I couldn't relate to Chico Bean because he lost his mom. And it's nothing like having that monthly bond and that touch that you miss. And it's really intense though. To the way that you can relate to whoever that lost their mom or their dad. I haven't lost my dad yet. My dad is still present, but to anybody that lost their mom, that's a whole different feeling though. Cause that's a bond that you can't break. Like me personally, I have a better bond with my mom than I do with my dad. My mom told us before she passed that she wanted my dad and I to have a father-daughter bond, but it's not stable. Like, we talk when we want to, but other than that, we don't talk. We don't communicate. So if every now and then, when it has something to do about food and going grocery shopping, that's the only time that's the only time that we ever communicate. Is if we going grocery shopping, or if he's coming back from dialysis and he want to know what I want to eat. While I'm trying to do home cook and wasting my freaking time on grocery shopping, and then to find out we're gonna eat something like freaking food out. But then I get judged. This is another fun fact. I get judged because of my weight, and I've been fat ever since I was fucking 5. To get judged by your own dad and he been calling you fat all your life and then he don't remember that he been doing that. So me and my sister got judged by being called fat all of our lives by our dad. I didn't ask to be fat. I didn't ask to be here. It's not like I told God, like, God, those are the parents right there. Those are the parents right there that I want. And they're going to have to accept the fact that I'm fat. I've been a preemie, and then to get judged from me being a preemie to being the heaviest child, it's really intense. It's really fucking intense to get judged because of my weight. And I'm always been judged because of my weight from everybody, from family, friends, whatever. This is the thing that really tripped me out. So, in 2013, I have my brother and I graduated high school. My brother that lived in Texas and we the same age, graduated the same time in high school. So my mom's younger sister, she was at the house. This is before my dad and I moved into the apartments. So my mom told my aunt, because I had like a doctor's appointment, and they said I was like way about certain amount, like over the limit. At the time, I think I probably but I'm probably around that weight now. But at that time, I was almost about 400 pounds. So my mom decided to tell her younger sister that I weighed too much because I went to a doctor's appointment and she was with me. So I was showing my auntie my gown because it had ripped. I don't know how it ripped. I think because of how much I weigh, or I was sitting on it, or being short. I don't know at this point. So I was showing her how it got ripped and whatnot. So then the next one I know, she wanted to know how much I weigh, and she said that my mom told her. Well, mind you the fact that my mom is in the kitchen cooking fried chicken. I'm like, you told your sister how much I weigh, but you in the kitchen cooking fried chicken. So my aunt and I had made this bet, and I knew I lost in the first place. We made this bet on me losing weight, and she would pay me about $500 for me to end up losing a certain amount of weight. So every time I got up, got my headphones, my phone, whatever, and I would walk. I would tell everybody that I'm going walking, and I was trying to keep this up. I was trying to keep it so I could at least get under what I was. I was walking. I try to get other people to go with me to at least motivate me enough for me to even go walking. Nobody helped. Nobody. That's like the most messed up situation ever. Is I trying to get people to help me go walking. So it was just the fact that I got judged for me being my weight, and I know there's some guys out there that I love a plus size female or BBW or SSBBW, however. But like I said, I get judged a lot. I know that I'm not every man's type because I'm not dark skinned. I'm not dark skinned. I'm not tall. I'm only 5'1" even. Probably taller if I'm wearing heels. Probably like a 5'2", 5'3". Um, it's just intense when you all of this crap is happening in my life between my mom's death, my dad being in the hospital, me having mental breakdown, mental health, suicidal thoughts, and the fact that I'm not in church, nowhere in church. I know that God is there regardless if I read the Bible or not, and I do read the. I mean, I know certain scriptures. I'm just not a Bible enthusiast, and it's really intense to get put in a situation where you trying your hardest to be something that you're not mentally, and it's crazy. Like everything is happening in my life is for a reason. There's people that are in my life for a season. There's people in my life for a season, and it's really intense because it's hard to trust anybody nowadays, because if they family or not, because if they friends or not. It's really intense. Like for real. Like for real, it's really it's really, it's just crazy. I don't know what else to freaking say though. I don't know. Like this is really intense. I have to rely on making YouTube channels to be vulnerable with and whatever. It's I don't know. I don't know what else to freaking do. Like I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of trying. I'm sick and tired of trying to be somebody's friend and somebody's confidant, and they can't even be there for me. They can't be there for me at all. I'm trying to be there for them. Like they confidant, they support system. Like where are they at? Like for real, like where are they at? Like I don't understand it. Like it's like I don't know. This is the crazy situation. It's not crazy. So I'm gonna go back to where I was talking about being on Snapchat. I know that there's stuff that I should not be doing on Snapchat. For instance, I don't, I post a lot of stuff on Snapchat. Regardless, I post a lot of stuff on Snapchat. I have 22.4K followers on my Snapchat. So there's a lot of stuff I don't remember even. There's a lot, I mean, I do remember there's a lot of videos I post. Regardless if they're in my privacy settings or not. So yesterday my dad had called me, and I guess one of my feeds or videos came around, and I guess he's seen it, and I don't remember which one it is because he didn't say. He said that he never heard me talk like this before, and he don't like how I'm talking or whatever. But when you don't talk to me as a dad and you talk to me as like you're a pastor and I'm a PK, that's a whole different thing. I'm not a PK. I was never brought up as a PK. Was brought up in church, just not a PK from neither one of my parents. Like I have that traditional church sense from my dad and from my mom's side of the family, both Mississippi, California, and whatever. We have a church in Mississippi that I know of, and then we have a church in California in LA. So it's like he was talking. He was like, it was going to one ear and out the other. At this point, I'm half asleep, half up, or half up, half asleep. So I'm hearing him, but it's like when we don't talk, you can't expect for me to talk to you and be vulnerable. Like I don't know. It's like I guarantee if I call him now on the phone, he might be asleep. He might He might be asleep. He might be up. Who knows? What time is it? Oh, it's 1:12. He might be asleep. Or he might be up doing breakfast. Who knows? I'm not going to call him right now. But it's crazy how stuff that I say or do on social media, I know it will affect me the most because of shit that I do on social media. But whatever I say on social media or off of social media, it should not have effect on anybody else but me. Like, it should not have an effect on anybody but me. And I don't like how I get treated compared to my other siblings. I get judged so much because how I am and being dyslexic. Man, you know how many famous people are dyslexic, and you will never know. And the fact that in my mindset, and everybody think in my mindset, I'm still a kid, but at my age, I'm in my almost 40, like in 2 months. In 2 months, I'm about to be 40. I could buy my own clothes. I could wipe my own butt. I could brush my own teeth. I could take a shower. I could cook. There's just moments like I don't need that feedback from people that are not there for me. But it is what it is, though. It is what it is, though. I don't know what else is freaking to say, though. It's like, for instance, I have my mom's name tatted on me, her full government name. And then it's like she even hyphenated my dad's last name. I'm 6 years overdue of getting more tattoos. And this is just the icing on the cake. Alright.